Hi, my name is Yazan Ibrahim, also known as Yazan Abu Ghosh. Today we will talk about Chapter 3, Part A, Information Systems, 3.2 Business Case and Feasibility Analysis. Let's imagine you're tasked with starting a major project, a project that has the potential to transform your organization. But before any work begins, there's a pivotal question you must answer. Is this the right project to pursue? And if so, why? This is where the business case and feasibility analysis come into play. The business case is like the guiding star for any project. It's not just a document, it's the foundation upon which decisions are made. It provides the why for a project, outlining its business benefits and the justification for proceeding. Think of it as the story behind the project, one that explains its value to both the organization and its stakeholders. A well-crafted business case isn't a one-and-done deal. It evolves throughout the life of the project. At key stages, often referred to as stage gates or kill points, the business case is reviewed to make sure it's still valid. If at any point it no longer holds up, decision makers, whether they're project sponsors or IT steering committees, need to decide if the project should stop, pivot, or continue as planned. But what happens once the business case earns the green light? The next phase zooms in on specifics. This is where feasibility analysis takes center stage. The goal? To dig deep into the needs driving the project and evaluate the possible ways to address them. This process helps identify whether the problem can be solved effectively within the constraints of budget, timelines, and strategic goals. The feasibility study itself is a structured approach, typically broken down into 6 critical elements. Let's go through them. 1. Project scope, the problem in focus. Every great project begins with a clear definition of what it's about. In this first step, the project scope is mapped out. Essentially, this is where you answer the question, what is the problem or opportunity we're tackling? The key here is clarity. Think concise, straightforward, and laser-focused. If the scope is muddy from the start, the entire project risks running into confusion, delays, or worse, failure. 2. Current analysis, taking stock of where you are. With the problem identified, it's time to analyze what's currently in place. Whether it's a system, a software product, or a process, this step involves a thorough examination to determine its strengths, weaknesses, and functionality. Example? Let's say your organization is running on an aging customer relationship management (CRM) tool. This analysis will show if it's performing well as is, whether it needs a few tweaks, or if it's time for a complete overhaul. This crucial step prevents unnecessary changes, ensuring you're solving the right problem in the right way. 3. Requirements. What's needed for success? Defining requirements is like drawing the blueprint for your project. It's about capturing what stakeholders need and the constraints you're working under. Requirements can vary widely depending on the project. For instance, a software project might need technical specifications for how it should operate, while a business process project could focus on compliance with regulatory frameworks. These requirements form the backbone of the project. Without them, everyone would be working blind. 4. Approach, the roadmap to the solution. This is where creativity pairs with strategy. The approach defines the course of action you'll take to meet the project requirements. It's not just about outlining one solution, but examining all viable alternatives. Should you build a custom system from scratch? Or would an off-the-shelf software solution save time and money? In crafting the approach, decision makers also need to weigh the pros and cons of each option using tools like cost analysis and vendor proposals to make the best choice. 5. Evaluation. Crunching the numbers. Let's talk numbers because the financials are where many projects make or break. Evaluation is a deep dive into cost effectiveness. It's about answering questions like, what's the total cost if we move forward with this solution? How does this compare to other options? And will the returns justify the spending? This is where metrics like return on investment, ROI, cost-benefit analysis, and project timelines come into play. Every dollar matters, and this phase ensures that decision makers proceed with clear eyes. 6. Review, reality check. The final step is a comprehensive review of everything gathered so far. It's a chance to validate that all elements of the feasibility study are accurate, complete, and reasonable. This isn't an informal check, it's a formal review involving all key stakeholders. If the project moves forward, everyone signs off on the feasibility study, acknowledging its findings. If rejected, the reasons for denial are documented so future projects can learn from the missteps. Think of this stage as the final checkpoint before your project's journey truly begins. The IS auditor, the watchful eye. Now, how does an IS auditor fit into all of this? Imagine them as the impartial referee in the project landscape. Their role is to ensure that every part of the business case and feasibility study is conducted fairly, thoroughly, and without bias. They're the ones asking tough questions like, does this solution make sense? Are the risks and benefits properly outlined? Are the cost estimates realistic? An IS auditor's tasks go beyond mere oversight. They dive deep into critical project requirements, ensuring they're detailed and accurate. For instance, they might interview key departments to verify that the requirements align with actual user needs. They ensure that affected teams are properly represented, management approvals are in place, and that project documentation is robust and reliable. At times, auditors may even determine if innovative measures, like embedding audit routines into a system's design, are necessary to give additional oversight during operations later. Why it all matters. At its core, the business case and feasibility analysis are about making informed decisions. They bring structure to what could otherwise be chaotic, enabling organizations to make choices that deliver true value. Without these tools, projects risk becoming costly experiments rather than strategic investments. So, whether you're the one crafting the business case, analyzing feasibility, or playing the vital role of auditor, remember, this process is more than bureaucracy. It's how you lay the groundwork for success, ensuring every project aligns with the organization's goals and delivers measurable results. Thank you for watching, and as always, continue learning. Stay curious, and we'll see you next video.